We're going to start off on the left side, fourth row.
Bam. Paulo Antunes, ESPN Brazil. A popular narrative before this series started was how Denver was maybe going to have a physical advantage in the paint. And it seems like you've really played well here in these last two games, right? 26 points in game one. Had some very important plays in today's game. Do you feel like you come into this series with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder? Everybody talking about Nikola Jokic and how he's going to dominate the paint and everything?
My bad. They got Moss here. Biggest thing for us is we've heard all the noise throughout the whole playoffs. Biggest thing for us, we have a will, we have a belief, and we keep finding ways to win.
Right side, second row.
Bam, Tyler King, Denver Gazette. We've seen this lineup before with Caleb starting. Obviously, it was what you guys used early in the postseason. But going from game one to game two, how much did you feel the difference early on, just having his size out there? I know he only played 22 some minutes tonight, but overall, how impactful was he for you guys?
I mean, Caleb's impactful even when he's not in the game. You can come to the bench, he's always talking to you, telling you what he sees. You know, Caleb's been here, what, 5 times? 4 times? So he's seen everything but the win at this point. So, you know, the biggest thing for us is I'm glad he's on our team. You know, he gives us that extra energy, that extra spark, whatever we need, and, you know, he's all hands on deck.
Right side, fifth row, Tim Reynolds.
Bam, Tim Reynolds, AP. Yes, I know. Please roll your eyes. Spo talked when he was in here a little while ago about obviously you have the toughest defensive assignment in the series, but you have enormous offensive responsibility too. How much? I mean, do you look at this as maybe the most important 7 games of your career, just given that he is an incredible tough cover, but this team, you know, your team is best when they're running offense through you and you're a big part of the offense as well. And it's tough to do both at the same time.
I mean, this is the finals. You know, this is what we live for. This is the opportunity that we have. This is the opportunity that we don't want to let slip away. So, biggest thing for me, man, I go out there, I play with a will, I play with passion, and I try to leave it all on the court.
We're going to stay on the right side, fourth row.
Anthony Chang, Miami Herald. This is not Gabe's first big performance in these playoffs. What do you think he's proven during this run?
Undrafted players can start in the finals, be productive, and it doesn't mean anything that he's undrafted. You know, he's giving guys who are going through his path or down that road of, you know, you're not this, you're not that, you're not this, and he's carving a space for himself, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna know who Gabe Vincent is.
Left side, first row.
Hey, Bam, Melissa Rowland, Fox Sports. At what point did you realize Gabe Vincent was going to become as impactful as the players he has become for this team?
Man, when he torched us in the Olympics, in the exhibition game facing Nigeria, you know, he came out with that type of energy, that type of ferocity and that anger, and I feel like that's from there. I was like, nah, he's one of us.
We're going to stay to the left side, third row.
For moreheadheat.com, Bam, in game one, Jokic was efficient and he had his 14 assists. Tonight he got 41 points, but his assists were all the way down to 4. So is there anything you guys did differently to maybe dissuade the playmaking aspect of his game?
Just trying to take away the cuts. I feel like that's a big part of the offense, the cuts. Because he's a great passer. Their cuts, you know, he sees open guys, and just making them all try to take difficult shots.
Left side, fifth row.
Bam, Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. In the fourth quarter, that 3-man game that you guys did on that left side seemed to produce a lot of open looks for you guys. Did you see something with Jokic guarding you where you sensed that maybe you could take advantage of something, or you could see their defense being a little confused with it? Is there anything in particular, strategy-wise, that you saw that you knew would work for you?
We just made winning plays. We know they're gonna try to stop Duncan from shooting threes. You know they're gonna guard him. Then you have Jimmy slipping to the rim, and then I feel like I'm one of the great passers in this league. So just making plays down the stretch.
We're going to take one more question on the right side, fifth row. Tim Reynolds.
Again?
Sorry, Bam. I know he's done it a lot in your time with Miami, but UD grabbed Spo's chair at one point in the HUD and for a timeout tonight. When he does that, first of all, what was the message tonight, if you can repeat it in a PG-13 variety? And secondly, when he does that, obviously it has impact, but does he still pick his spots on when to play coach and when not to?
I wouldn't even say it's playing coach. I think it's just UD being UD. He's in that role now where he's a vet. He's sharing wisdom. Like, he's been in this league 20 years. He's won championships. He knows what it's like to be in these moments. So, to have a guy like that on your bench, it's more important than people think he is. And he doesn't change. He's going to be honest with you. He's going to say it like it is. So I can't even repeat what he said in the huddle because it'll just be a couple words. But he's so involved and so invested in us. He wants us to succeed. He wants us to have this great opportunity. He wants us to be successful.
Thanks, Ben.
That's it.
Travels to Miami every